Motherfucking Lucas.
Hold on, everybody. 1, 2, 3, silence. Okay, now we could try to fucking come up with something.
Okay.
Yeah, Joe.
Shout out to the Airwise fryer.
Shout it out, man. Brand new. My personal.
Beautiful. Look at that thing.
Yeah, look at that shit. 6 quarts.
Woo.
6 quarts of fucking air frying action. You know, I found it. It was like $83 on Amazon. I did my homework. It was on sale. And I was scrolling through and I said, colors. Oh, it has colors. I clicked the color button. Red was sold out. White, non-existent. Black was $82. Purple, $60.
Oh, look at that.
Hey.
Fuck it. I'll slap a Decepticon logo on him and call him Fryicus. Fryicus. That's it. No, man. I'm going to slap a Decepticon logo. He's Fryicus. I throw him on the counter. The Geek Fest continues, baby. $60. I mean, what am I, a fucking idiot? Oh, I got to have it black because it matches everything. Get the fuck out of here. Look at me. Do I match?
I mean, actually, tonight you're doing pretty well.
Yeah. Shout out to the new Realm of Collectors beanies and hats that are out there right now. So slide through www.realmofcollectors.com and put your order in.
I would think purple would be more than black anyway.
Why is that?
Because of the purple thing, yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, you know, basically my kitchen is basically just stainless and black. You know, with the granite, with a dark, like brownish or on the granite counters. So, you know, so you would think like that would be like where I would go because of all the accents. But, you know, for $60, man, this fucking air fryer is a fucking beast. Beast. So
it's kind of an off-brand, though.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So is midi-chlorian.
Kind of skirt.
Midi-chlorian's an off-brand too.
We know this. I mean, no one's disputing that. No one's going to tell you otherwise.
He's like, yeah, I'm not even gonna fucking argue on that one. Yeah, we still haven't found the intro, guys. So keep it moving. I'm trying here, guys. Keep it rolling.
Hey, listen. I got nothing.
This might be the first only 4-second intro.
Yeah.
All right, cue the music.
We just need to just go with it.
That's all, folks. We out. All right, that's it.
I got stuff to talk about.
5, 4,
scissors. He's got big scissors.
Hello.
There you go.
And welcome to the Drome podcast by the guys that podcast like it might be their last podcast. Why? Because it just might be. We are 1 week away from Christmas, fellas. Episode 39. How are you?
Yo. Or should I say, ho, 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 ho.
No.
See what I did there?
Fucking Christmas episode.
It's funny, Dust, because...
Oh, here we go. We're going to be fucking combating fucking anti-Christmas over there.
It actually came along naturally because of what you were just referring to. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, there he goes. He's out. Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and welcome to the Drome. I am your host, Dust Mites, and we are going to be talking about everything and everything that Nate doesn't talk about. Oh my God.
Oh, air fryer.
Whoa. Back it up. Everybody, guys. Whoa. Back it up. Rewind.
I have become a part of the air fryer community.
I really wish it was a video episode. Ladies and gentlemen, Nathan Haskell is now part of the air fryer army.
That's right. And I'm not going to lie.
Whoa, whoa,
I'm not gonna lie.
whoa.
You were like, look at this. He's a beast. It's 6 quarts, blah, blah, blah. And I like look over at my little fucking bitch made ass.
Yeah, that's not
2.4. And I'm like,
You know what? You start.
I've already got fucking, size fucking
Issues.
issues. Yeah.
Dude, let me tell you right now, like, that's perfect for a starter, dude. That's perfect because you know what? You start, you learn it, and then you just move on. Like, I didn't know anything about air fryers until last Christmas when my sister bought me one. I was like, what the fuck is this? I told her I moved to a new place. I got rid of all my appliances. I was streamlining. I was keeping it simple. I said, what the fuck is this? And then I said, when I read the fucking book, it said makes wings. I was like, okay.
Excuse me?
What did you just say? So then I looked more into it and I experimented, and yeah, now I got the fucking 18-quart fucking Decepticon. It's a combiner. It's a fricas. All air fryers come together and combine into one. That's what I got right now. So.
I think you're the only one on the show without one now, right?
Yeah, Mitty's got one too, man. Mitty's got like the oven.
List.
Mitty's got the oven model. It's like an oven.
I got 2 of them.
I got 2 of them. Shit.
Damn.
Man, you got to convert.
All right, well, so Mitty's got one for me. I'm by proxy.
I'm serious about that air fryer life, man.
We gotta get a GoFundMe for Bo's air fryer.
Dude, I haven't fucking turned on my stove in fucking months, man. My gas bill is like $6. Can't fucking beat it.
What you guys gotta try, man, is make some French fries. They're real easy to make, but then go to Tommy's, get you some Tommy's chili to go. Throw them on those French fries.
I don't know who Tommy's is. I just go to the grocery store, buy Stephen Ed's in the can.
Stephen Ed's.
Yeah, you ever see that? Look up the logo Stephen Ed's. That dude on the fucking Ed, that's me. Do it right now. Google Stephen Ed's. I'm telling you right now, we're gonna do this live on the podcast. Google Steve and Ed's hot or wing sauce or whatever. They do everything. And look at that one dude and tell him that's not me, the big fat guy with the fucking round face. Everybody out there that's listening right now, pick up your little handheld devices and hit Google and hit Stephen Ed's buffalo sauce, whatever the fuck brand. Right? Am I right?
Shit.
Am I right? Look, that's 1. That's 2. Did you do it? Probably not.
Actually, I know that they have featured you on their Instagram before, man.
Yep, they did.
They have?
Yeah, they have, because I took a picture of all the buffalo sauces, and I said,
Fucking messy.
Yeah, man. So, once you get into the wing life, man, it's tough, man. But tell me that dude don't look like me. Tell me that dude don't look like me.
He
that
does.
dude looks just like me.
Put a little goatee on him.
Don't you point your gun at my daddy.
You got to put a little goatee on him.
Yeah, that's it. It's all good, man. Wow, this might be the intro. Maybe you need to go right now. Hello.
Bo Walker.
Hello.
The mayor of Macon. How are you, sir?
I am
Faking
fantastic.
Making
it. Making it. Breaking it. I'm doing it.
You are a new. After last week, you have made good on your promise, and you are a dog owner.
We are dog owners. We're dog people.
Wow.
Zelda. Princess Zelda.
Princess Zelda, the bull terrier, has entered our lives, and it is
Finally.
it has been exciting. I'm not gonna lie, we were a little overwhelmed yesterday. There was a point yesterday where it was like, oh my god,
maybe we didn't know where.
What have we done? What have we done to the life we had become so comfortable with? Oh my god! But today has been awesome. Today's been awesome.
You got them weavy pads ready? Got all the weavy pads?
We're not going pads. We're not doing.
Just throwing them in the crate. You're gonna throw them into a cage and let them piss all over themselves?
No, she had no accent. Shit, come on.
I don't know.
Walk 'em.
Dog people are crazy,
Damn.
man.
It only takes a second to put a leash on your fucking animal. Go outside and let him handle his business.
Yeah. She's handled
wanna
all the
encourage
business
him to pee in the
outside
house?
today. She's done
Yeah,
great,
but
man.
the puppies don't know any better.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck whether inside, outside, up on the fucking ceiling.
Yeah. Oh, dude, and the same.
Oh,
goes with
what
all
a
the biting, you know
feeling.
what I'm saying?
Woof.
They're puppies.
I'm
That's what they
pissing
do.
on the ceiling.
Yeah, they're infants. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
More
Just
bars.
walking around doing shit. Biting, eating, pissing, shitting. That's the name of their game. So it's been awesome. But the kids are great. My boys are doing awesome, and they're just so fucking excited, dude. You can imagine they're through the roof, and they're surprisingly helpful as well as playful. So that's nice to see.
So are you gonna on Christmas morning like hide all their gifts and then just get up in the morning and just go, well, your gift was Zelda, so there's just nothing else to open.
Relax, you got a
Dog
fucking dog. Chill.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
That would be great.
Out of necessity.
I don't know if that'll work, but I like where your head's at.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
In the real world, this is what we do.
yeah.
Those
I
world.
got
That one,
my oldest. All of a sudden, he decided he went over a friend's house, and all of a sudden, he wants a VR headset.
For $499.95.
Yeah, I got to looking at him. No way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way in the world that shit is happening. No, that is not.
I just want a
happening.
$20
So-
headset to do a podcast.
So today
You
I
want
was
that?
like, well, buddy, we did already get a dog. So, and he was like, yeah, I think we can get the dog in the VR headset. And I was like,
How cool would it be if the dog used the VR headset?
yeah.
You could have got the headset and the VR dog.
For real. Cheaper.
Maybe that's what I should have done. I came at this all wrong. Shit.
That'd be great if he was like, Dad, while you're at work, I've been going over the numbers, and I'm pretty sure we can.
If we take
we
the
cut
kibble
out these
content
two
down on the
things.
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what a feeling.
If we don't
cut
Dad,
out
I noticed.
yogurt snacks and honey
I know-
nut Cheerios.
I noticed the dog is eating his own poop. We only need to feed him once a day. He's eating 2 meals.
If we don't get my brother anything, I can get the VR headset.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That sounds like some argument he'd come at me with. That's about right. Yeah.
Now the question is he getting a VR headset?
No, he ain't getting. No,
Denied.
He
Get
ain't
the
getting no
fuck
VR
out of
headset.
here.
Here was my idea. You guys tell me what you think. I ran this by the wife, and she said it sounded like a good idea, but we're gonna sleep on it. But I thought about getting someone who can do a good Santa Claus handwriting to write a note that says something to the effect of, the elves were only able to manufacture a certain number of VR play sets this year. And that although he was not able to get one to Liam this year, perhaps, he's on the waiting list.
He's on the list.
He's on the list. He's on the list.
You know how to list?
Hey, check
Hey,
this.
relax.
Hey, check
You
this.
know how to
He's
list?
on the list, but he's going to have to continue to remain on the nice list. Like, he can't dip into the naughty list territory. That he needs to continue to listen to his mother and father and da 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 da.
I'm totally for it.
You think that's
Schindler had a list.
I don't know.
Schindler had a list too.
Christ.
Good. All of a sudden, Santa Claus is
Trying to
Schindler.
kill my
All right,
joke.
well,
I tried to crowbar that joke in like 9 times.
I like it.
Timing was off.
Listen, it's one or the other, Bo. It's like he's either using wee pads or he's in a crate pissing on himself. It's Santa's got a list, and it's immediately Schindler's other guy.
I can't win.
No, that dude had a lot on his shoulders, man.
Santa Claus?
Not Santa.
Schindler. Yes.
Midichlorian music.
It's gonna be one of those nights.
Midichlorian music. How are you, sir?
Hey, about what you would expect right before Christmas. Stressed out.
How's the coloring?
Maintaining.
How's your coloring book going?
I don't know, man, but one thing is usually, usually the episodes I like to have a nice little drink handy. So tonight you guys get sober, Mitty. So I'll probably be a little less rude than normally, and it's totally not what I wanted.
It's all good, man. It's all good, man. You know, the thing is that you're here.
Yeah.
Word. Yeah, and I'm happy to be here, man.
I was really glad that Santa's elves were able to manufacture enough bandwidth.
Yes.
So that
all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's magical.
The night is young.
It's a magical Christmas. The bandwidth has appeared. It's a Christmas miracle. It's a Christmas. All of a sudden, the lame can see and the blind can walk.
Christmas miracle.
God blesses everyone. My bandwidth.
Well, I'm glad you're good, Mitty. Glad you're good, buddy. Dust Mites, how are you, sir?
Yo, ho, 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 ho. That's what I'm going to go with. Ho, ho, ho. Chilling, man. How are you guys? Good. Look at the crazy hair. Nobody's not even fucking doing anything about the hair. Not saying anything. I don't think anybody's looking at me. You guys looking at me?
That's par for the course.
What's up, guys?
A ghost.
Yeah, I did. I thought I saw my brother, but keep it moving here. What's up, fellas? The air fryer's in the house. Hanging out with you guys. It's a Monday night. Long night tonight. We had some things going on over in the realm, so here I am. Realm. Make sure you check that.
You guys still doing the fucking all realm only meetup thing?
What's that, dude?
Are you guys still doing the all realm only meetup thing instead of the next TFCon or whatever you were going to rent a ballroom or some shit?
We haven't even discussed that, man. That's not even on the burn. Yeah, we're just trying to get through everybody's just trying to get through the holidays and see what the fuck's going on, man. It's
word.
It's tough, man. Man, fucking work is killing me, man. Work is fucking crazy. You know, living that fucking retail, fucking grocery life, man. You know, it is what it is, man. You know, it's all good, man. Yep. I'm here with you dudes, man. So what the fuck? Let's keep it rolling, man. I'm just going to be interjecting a lot of bullshit here and there, and I don't give a fuck if you guys sigh or not. I'm just going to do my thing.
Stressful.
Hold on. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17. I'm on 17 right now. So let's keep it rolling, people.
That's impressive.
Are they domestic or imported?
How was your week, Nate? How was your week, Nate? How was your week?
Funny you asked.
Fuck Nate. Fuck its week. Fuck this shit. Fuck that.
I drove up and visited my dad up north.
Great.
And that's it. Moving right along. I went up visited my pops. So about 5.5, 6 hour drive each way.
Yeah, it's no big deal, man. You get the bong going in between your lap.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. I get the fucking podcast lined up. You know,
you got the Amy Winehouse fucking blasting.
Yeah,
you're all good.
Yeah. I got the B-52s turned up to 10.
Hell yeah, you did.
I got a life. It's as big as a wow.
Saints gotta drive up to the fair.
Let me tell you, one of my favorite. I don't know if this qualifies as a bar, but one of my favorite lines ever written is kissing and a hugging, dancing and a loving, wearing next to nothing because it's hot as an oven. Love Shack, baby.
How the fuck did you even get that, man?
That's got to be.
I hate that song.
Can you make sure that's on my tombstone when I die? Right on top of. Right underneath. Fuck this dude.
You could tell a lot by a person by which B-52 song they sing, man. If it's Rock Lobster or if it's Love Shack.
The fact that I didn't even know they did more than one song, so that's just
man. What about Private Idaho, where half the song is just them going?
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like
half the song.
That sounds like the last episode of Welcome to the Terror Drome, right?
Yeah. And that proves my point, Bo.
Yeah,
they're off.
Fair.
Yeah.
Still love them.
Yeah.
Still love them.
I went and saw Into the Spider-Verse.
Do tell.
It's on my
It was
radar.
fucking great.
Oh, everybody's saying it's
great.
really good, man.
Nick
It was
Cage.
really good. It was really cool. It's got a good message for kids, so you'll like that, Bo.
Yeah, I love it.
The animation was super cool. It kind of looked like a comic book, and they did this weird blurry effect on stuff that was behind the stuff that was in the foreground. It was really unlike any animated flick I'd ever seen. It was really good.
And where's the timeline
cool.
in this movie?
There isn't one really. It's its
own thing.
Some
Let's discuss, and this is the thing that turns me off on it. It starts off and based in the Miles Morales universe.
but
And
Spider-Man's there too.
hashtag not my Spider-Man.
You haven't even seen which one.
Mm.
And multiple. I don't want to ruin shit.
Yeah, I mean,
See, I
are you equally as opposed to like,
God,
Spider Gwen? Are you equally as opposed to?
yes, all of them.
Yeah, okay,
That's
all
why
of
I'm
them.
not watching the movie.
There is but one, Peter Parker.
Yeah, but it doesn't have. It needs to just start in the Peter Park universe, and it stays there. We don't need all this other. We don't need it.
But two of the Spider-Man are Peter Parker, and one of them is like a fucking
the Spider-Man noir from the 30s. I read it. I read the comic book. I get it. I understand. I don't give a fuck about it.
I know, but you don't even know what I was gonna say. One of the Spider-Man is like
I don't care.
Overweight and divorced from Mary Jane.
Now you're making fun of me. Now I see where you go. Now there's a dust Spider-Man. There's dust Spider-Man. And now the dust universe Spider-Man. That's what you're saying.
Just
Overweight,
just take yourself
divorced, broken up,
Just take yourself out.
drinking beers every night, doing podcasts. I see where you're going with that. Where you going? You're just coming back at me. I see.
Take yourself.
He was once a normal man.
No, I'm gonna check it out.
And all of a sudden,
It's good.
We know you'll.
Very.
So you have noir Spider-Man, you have Gwenverse, you have broken Spider-Man,
Yeah.
aka
Spider-Ham.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, you've got this. They got the one, and they're in it very, very little, and it's towards the end. So like, it's the main two Spider-Man or main Miles.
Oh, really?
Morales.
Oh, everybody just that sucks, man. I would love to have like a whole movie where like everybody's there, see where they go.
No, they're there, but like
they're not there.
they come in 3/4 of the way through, kind of.
Okay.
I don't know. It's hard to explain. You'll have to watch it. I thought it was quite.
Is it too spoilery to say who the main villain is?
No, you got Kingpin. You got Tombstone's in it. The Prowler, Scorpion.
So they went kind of old school with the villains.
Yes, but Kingpin looks like normal. Tombstone looks like normal. Prowler pretty much is the same, but just with a little bit of like some techie jump boots.
No
and shit.
goblins.
Yeah.
Goblin is in it for a minute, but he's that version of the Goblin where he looks like a big monster as opposed to like a human.
Like an actual demon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
So
like
that was
that one as
good.
much.
anytime
I don't like that one.
Marvel ever does anything with more than one villain, they fuck shit up.
Yeah. Wow.
But he's only in it for a second, and then the Scorpion version looks nothing like the original. But he's only in it for a second too.
Anybody see Aquaman?
Not yet.
No.
Tell us about it.
Oh, it was fucking a great fucking ride.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know what, guys? I went in. I was hoping so much because out of the whole Justice League, other than Affleck being Batman, I really liked what they were doing with Aquaman and everything they were trying to do in JLA. Fucking hit the bricks in this fucking movie, man. It just nope. He went from that badass to that hey guy, you know. Oh man, holy shit, did that fucking go bad?
Was there an end scene?
What do you mean an end scene? Yeah, it was reminiscent of the fucking Return of the Jedi. Yub yub. Do ba ba da 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 da. There's a celebration fucking scene. Yeah, that's basically what it said to me. It was like do do in the ba di di da bi do ga umi sa do di da ki da pop pop. And you see Lando dancing and all that shit, man. Yeah, man.
Bro, that was like.
It definitely turned into like Return of the Jedi real quick.
I heard it.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
I got that same feeling I get after I watch the Star Wars
you know,
movie.
every time I see him, once he dons the costume, he just looks like a fucking corn cob. He's got the fucking leaves at his fucking legs, and he looks like a fucking cob of corn. And it's. I don't know.
How much of the movie is he in the costume? Like you mean like the orange and green,
it's basically. I don't want to give away any spoilers, but you know, it's
fair enough.
Basic origin movie. You get to this point, you get to that point, you get to that point. You got the touch, you got the power, and then it goes into the last act.
Of Africa.
Yeah, it goes right into the last act, you know, and it's. The score didn't fit for me. Things about the score kind of fucking hurt me or annoyed the fuck out of me. Yeah. And I really enjoyed this character. And I really thought if they would have went the way that originally was, he was supposed to go with the hard ass, the badass, you know, that fucking leave me the fuck alone. And at the last minute kind of come in and change shit. You know, this dude was just like this fucking chick just had him by the fucking cock and just dragging him along, you know?
He wasn't day drinking and fishing this time?
What's that?
No more day drinking and swimming?
No. All that bullshit about him swigging beers and drinking and being that badass and, you know, being the anti-hero out the fucking window, man.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that's where it lost it for me. But, you know, check it out, man. I'm not saying the movie was bad. It just wasn't what I was expecting. I really thought it was going to be better. But Black Manta, the best part of the fucking movie.
Hell yeah.
Best part of the movie. Black Manta fucking killed it.
Yeah.
Killed it. Some of it even goes down to like the dialogue and the banter and the way things were said. And it was just, the camp meter was there, man. You know what I mean? It was like, it's like, this is, if this is what Warner Brothers wants to do, and
I don't know I don't even think they know what they want to do.
No,
I think they're just
want to be
shit at a wall at this point. They're just like, try this. Okay, try this. Okay, well,
they see Marvel
try this. Like they're just fucking.
This is the second movie. This is the second movie that they've done that had no tie to the Snyderverse, as you would say. Like the first Wonder Woman movie was a standalone, and then you have this one. Everything else kind of had something to do with what Snyder was lining up, you know, that darker more, and they tried to flip it, and they tried to fucking flip it, and remember fucking Entourage, you know, Aquamanified the movie, you know, like what is it? If you ever watched Entourage, but
that was like the gag was that going to be an Aquaman.
Yeah, they tried to make it like a fucking big fucking studio hit. But you know, this is like, I thought it was going to go somewhere else, and it started that way, and then it just, I don't know. Just watch it and see it, man. I'm the worst guy to fucking review a movie because I'm very fucking biased about things.
Oh, we know.
Comic book stuff, man. But you know what? Honestly, after a lot of times that I say something, people hit me up and say, you know what, Dust, you were right. I get what you were saying. And you got some guys that are just, you know, oh, fuck that dude. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. All right, man. It's all good, man. You know, I don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, it's an opinion. It's you have an opinion. I have an opinion. You like it. I don't like it. Whatever. It is what it is. You know, I'm not going to fight with someone because they don't fucking feel that I didn't like the way the seahorse looked, or the fact that like two guys were battling and the score is going boom, boom, boom with these big tom drums, and the camera pans and there's an octopus banging on tom drums. I don't need to fucking see that. Why is there an octopus? Why is there an octopus?
Drums?
Why is there an octopus banging on tom drums? Once I saw that, I was like, you know what?
Sea, bro. It's the fucking. It's the beat of the sea.
There it is. Beat it, bop. There's the Ewok moment. That was the Ewok moment for me. Once I fucking saw that movie, and these guys were battling for the fucking for the throne. You know, like, because you know what? We haven't seen any Marvel movies or comic book movies where two guys battle for a throne before.
Oh, yeah, right.
But you know, and then when I hear doom, 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 and the camera pans down and there's bubbles, and then all of a sudden you see a big octopus go boom, 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 boom on drums. I was like, yeah, man, fuck this, I'm out.
I don't know.
Picture like Kid Fisto playing the drums.
I think it's badass.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. That's when I said I'm out. I cannot do this. I cannot do
I don't
this.
know. I
Did the
thought it was
octopus
even more
have a big
badass
smile on his
the second
face?
time you
Hold on, Nate. What'd you say?
I said I thought it was pretty badass, even though the second time you described it, I was like, yeah, I'm kind of into that.
No way, Mitty. What? I'm sorry, Mitty. What did you say?
Like the octopuses when they're playing the drums, did they have like a corny smile on their face?
No, I couldn't see it. I was watching a fucking bootleg on my fucking couch. I mean,
that's gonna be the fucking.
Did it matter if I had a smile or not?
Yeah, the way I'm picturing it is extra campy with the smile.
Yeah, man.
Like
you know,
Kid Fisto style, man. Like the way they did Kid Fisto with his octopus head.
All right, I'm going to say one thing right now. I'm going to tell you guys right now. If you break it down for a basic comic book movie, if you want a comic book movie that introduces a character, shows his origin, and then continues, it's perfect. It's popcorn. It's yum, yum, yum. It's perfect. It works. It's a good origin comic book movie. I'm not going to discredit that, but I'm being superficial and picky about the character who we've seen beforehand, and all of a sudden how he becomes something different because he's got a fucking piece of tail dragging him through this fucking movie. You get what I'm saying?
That's what it comes down to.
No. Nate, all right, watch it when it releases. If you ever get to see it, let me know. We'll come back to this. We'll come back to this after our 3-week hiatus or a 7-month hiatus. We'll come back to this. But I'm just saying, man, I want to hear what all you guys think about, and hopefully maybe you guys see a little bit of something about what I'm talking about. And I don't want to give spoilers, and I'm nobody
trust
cares.
me, I fucking hated Justice League. I'm ready.
Nobody cares about a fucking octopus hitting drums. That's not a spoiler. But I like Justice League. I like the first half of Justice League.
So hey, let me tell you guys this
this
is a fun fact, man. One of my friends here in Macon actually drew for Aquaman for the comic series back in like the 90s.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Do you remember when Aquaman switched costumes and he went to like the water camouflage style costume?
I never read DC, so I
well, anyways, he was responsible largely for that or at least to some degree to that costume change, and he drew like for years for Aquaman. He was a big DC artist. He drew for Fables, that DC series that like reimagines like old classic fairy tales.
Sure.
He's a dude in town, man. It's crazy. He's like really intrinsically tied to the history of Aquaman. And he lives here in Macon. Hung out with him many times.
Well, I'm just saying, like, what we got from BVS and like what we got from Justice League and how they built that character.
Yeah, they definitely presented him as a very
badass.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't give a fuck about anybody.
Yeah.
He does represent that a little bit, but all of a sudden he becomes that.
He went from Punisher to the wisecracking.
I can't even make an analogy.
But I get it. I get what you're saying.
It's that bad. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, there is no scenes of him being that guy from before. And then everything's all yuck, yuck. Everything that the Flash was yuck, yuck about, now he's yuck, yuck about, And everything that he did in Justice League, all the stupid jokes were funny. They landed right. You know what I mean? Like, it was sarcastic. I'm a fucking hard ass. A bat?
Right.
You dress up like a bat, and whatever. We're spending too much time on this. Let's keep it rolling. I'm definitely interested to hear what the fuck you guys have to fucking say about this fucking movie.
I love it. Aquaman rules.
Yeah.
Anyways,
you know what? I really fucking I told everybody, I'm like, man, this is gonna be the movie that changes everybody's fucking mind. DC's gonna bring it back. But, I don't know. And I'm gonna tell you guys right now. Sometimes I change my mind after a second viewing. So you'd never know with me. I'm bipolar. I'm bipolar. It's what it is. I'm a bipolar drone.
All right. So, with it being the Christmas season, we're gonna whip around. I'm gonna have some questions, and
hold on.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah.
Is this our official Christmas show?
Yeah, this is our official Christmas show.
This is the official Christmas show.
Christmas conversation.
Shit, I should have brought up more Christmas shit. All right, carry on.
You know what? We really should have did a video for this show, and everybody was wearing like hats and shit like that.
Ugly Christmas sweater episode.
We don't care about people. We just do whatever we. I'm just glad that everybody got together tonight so we could do this.
All right, so Bo Walker.
Yo.
Bo Walker, the mayor of Macon.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about maybe a one or two presents that you received as a kid or an adult or a young adult that like immediately stand out in your mind as, yep, that was the year I got X, Y, and Z, or X, or like, do you understand what I'm asking?
Yes.
Yeah, the one year you got the
defining Christmas moments.
The D.
Yes.
Yes.
That's that jump out in your head.
I'll say. Okay, let me give you two, and they're going to be. I'll keep it quick, and they're on opposite ends of the spectrum. On the positive end, I had a lot of good Christmases, man. In fact, embarrassingly so. I had so many good Christmases that it's hard to pick like one where I really got, like, I always got kind of the shit that I wanted, man. I had great Christmases. But there was one Christmas when I was a little kid, and I was to bring it into the Cobra-LA theme. This was during G.I. Joe's Tiger Force heyday. And I received a shitload of Tiger Force vehicles and characters. It was a very G.I. Joe heavy Christmas, and I remember like the number of vehicles. Like I had like the jet, like the ground, like the Jeep, the fucking tank, like, and there were all the characters and. Like that was a huge. I remember that shit. That was awesome.
How genius was it by Hasbro or whatever to go
rebrand?
Yeah, we're gonna repaint all of these toys that we have.
Yeah,
and make new cardboard for them, and kids are gonna they're gonna lose their shit.
I loved it. I loved every bit of it. It was. I bought every bit of it. I was hook, line, and sinker. I love that shit. So I can kind of like frown upon it a little bit from my perspective now, but at the same time, in that moment as a kid, man, it was cool. It was cool as shit.
Yep.
The other Christmas that is really of note to me, and I'm sorry, Dad, if you're listening to this. I love you. If my dad ever listens to this, I want him to know. I want him to know that he shouldn't feel bad about this. But there was
just hit me up. He said he's not listening.
He's not listening. All right, good. Please don't.
No, I got the text.
There was one year. There was one year I asked for a guitar. I really wanted a guitar. I wanted to learn how to play the guitar. I'd asked for a guitar. And I got a gun. I got a 12-gauge shotgun.
Wow.
Classic Georgia. Georgia.
Hick. You fucking hick.
I got a gun. I got a 12-gauge shotgun and a skeet launcher that would shoot skeet up into the air for me to shoot. And it was cool, but like that was one of those Christmases where it was like I ran out and like looked under the tree and it was like, oh damn it, like A gun?
Yeah,
I
he
don't
bought
want to
me.
shoot a gun.
Yeah, I got a $300
What
gun.
do I do with a gun?
Yeah, I don't want a $300 gun.
It's a gun to
Fuck you,
me.
Dad.
I can't play with a gun.
I want a $60 toy.
Yeah, I want a toy. A gun is no good to me. A guitar I can play with in the house.
Good.
I can play with that in the house. I might not stick with it, but at least I can play with it in the house.
Well, he's trying to protect
gun.
you
I'm
from
like,
fucking patient zero
play
over
with
here.
a gun? But
What are we talking about?
props to my dad for, I guess, thinking I was mature enough and grown up enough to want and be able to handle something of that significance. But that was definitely the Christmas where I was like, all right, Christmas is over. Like, now it's grown up presents from here on out. Like, now it's just going to be socks and guns and shit. Like, no more toys, I guess. I'm done with,
anybody that knows you, bro, or has listened to whatever, that's the most Bo Walker thing ever. Yeah. I wanted a guitar and got a gun.
I got a gun.
Yep.
Got yourself a gun. Got yourself a gun.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Dust Mites.
Yo.
Same question to you, my friend.
What was the question?
The question was, what were a couple toys that you received as a youngster that stood out as one of those Christmas moments?
Red Ryder BB gun.
That you remember.
You're
and that'd be great if Just was like, I wanted a gun.
I got a goddamn guitar.
I got a guitar. Yeah. I'm the guitar type. Yeah. No, I got what you're saying. I just wanted to make you recite the question again for our listeners out there again. So if they pop in halfway through the show, they know what we're saying. There was through the years, there's been ups and downs. And
sure.
As a child from the 70s, which was a stable family at one point in time, times were good. And then there was times that were bad when we weren't a stable family. My father disappeared at a certain age, and my mother, who was a woman that worked in Manhattan, had to stay home to babysit her kids and go on welfare. So, times change. The Migos were strong, and the Star Wars figures were strong one year, and then they weren't strong another year.
Yeah.
And things changed a little bit. So, and I'm just being totally honest with you guys, man. If you guys know anything about me,
I can relate
on social media or whatnot, I am an open book. I don't fake the funk. I don't try to every once in a while I'll fucking Vince McMahon some things, but honestly, man, that's just me. And sometimes it's not that spectacular. And there was a couple of years where it was good, and you're getting your Star Wars figures and your Star Wars play sets, and you're getting a few things, and it's done. And there was one year, and I'm gonna go negative first. My mother her only thing that my mom liked for Christmas was her Christmas tree. She wanted to have her Christmas tree, decorated Christmas tree. It was part of her tradition for years. And we would go get a Douglas fir. Back in the day, it would probably be like $60. I'm just throwing a number out there because I don't know how it is in the 80s, how much a 9-foot Douglas fir would be. And in Brooklyn, of course. And we would bring it back to the house, and she would decorate it and blah, blah, blah. And then the gifts would be under there. But there was one year where it was really tough, and it was either she spends money on a Christmas tree or she buys gifts for us. And, of course, she didn't get the tree. So now we're getting closer to Christmas, and, of course, she's not telling us, of course, And it's getting closer to Christmas, and there's no tree. There's no tree. Mom, when's the tree coming? When's the tree coming? Not telling us, not answering us. And it's like 2 days before Christmas Eve, and there's still no tree. And then she gathers us around and she tells us, she's like, I had an option, was to get a tree or to, buy more gifts for you guys. And me and my sister, I can't even recall the age of it. Like, what is this, like 80, 79, whatever the fuck it was. And we just went down the block where the 2 blocks over where the Christmas tree lot was. And we started picking up the branches. The leftover branches. And we took the leftover branches home and we put them in a vase and we decorated it like little balls and whatnot. You know, couldn't do much, but you know, like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
Cool.
Yeah.
And we showed it to her. So like, you know, thank you very much for what you do, and this is what we're giving. This is what we want to give to you. And she cried. Of course, she cried.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, because you know, it's what we wanted to do for her. So that was, I mean, it's a negative story, but again, it's a positive story.
It's kind of
beautiful.
You know what I mean? Because you know what, she took the money that she did have and give us a Christmas, but you know what? On a more positive note, like 2 years later, things were getting a little bit better, and I had the fucking craziest fucking G.I. Joe Christmas I can ever fucking imagine. I think it was like 83 or 84 or whatever. I got fucking everything in your fucking mama, man. I got the Sky Striker. I got the Dragonfly. It was definitely before Transformers. You know, it was definitely. It was just one of those fucking years. Just like, you know, I got the bass. I got the fucking. It was a G.I. Joe fucking Christmas, man.
Yeah.
If I ever did a Dust Mites Presents G.I. Joe Christmas special, it was that 1 year, and I'm trying to remember. It was earlier. It was back when the bass was released and all those. I don't recall the years, 83, 82, 83, 84. I got to fucking Google it, whatever the fuck it was. But I don't know if she won the lottery. She hit the numbers, borrowed money from the mob. I don't know. Because, you know, we're in Brooklyn. You know, she borrowed money from the mob before. And maybe she borrowed more money from the mob. We had a Christmas
so
that
you could get a Sky Striker.
Incredible. Dragonfly, Sky Striker.
Hell yeah.
I had the fucking Skyhawk. I had the fucking bass. Everything. I had fucking records. You know, back in the day, like, I was into hip-hop. Like, I got the Fat Boys album. So, whatever year the Fat Boys album came out. And I had all those K-Tel presents rap music. They had all, you know, all those rap, you know, it was just one of those years, like, she was making up for, like, the 3 years of fucking nothing that we had beforehand. You get what I'm saying? And
that's fucking awesome for sure.
And that's why, you know, and my mom's not with me anymore, but she died at 42. I surpassed her years. And at what my age is and dealing with my modern problems and see how much I fucking go crazy. And to think about how she was at 38, 39 back in the day with nobody and how she fucking dealt with shit. That 2 kids, 3 kids, you know, when my younger sister came in, I can't even fucking imagine. You know, I can't even fucking imagine what she fucking dealt with. So every day that I wake up and I go to work and I come home and I see what I got, and this is why I do all this, because this is what I didn't have in my childhood. I think about her and like I think to her and it's like, you know what? I got you. You know what I'm saying? Sure. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my Christmas.
All right. I like it. I like it. That was a very cool.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get too deep, but
no,
you know,
not at all.
That's what we want, man.
If anything that I tell people when I get on these things, I'm just myself, and I just be
that's
me,
real.
you know?
Christmas ain't all fucking happy shit, man.
Yeah, man, it's unhappy. It's not always. It's not always. You know. It's not always Macaulay Culkin and you know what we see on TV.
That's for fucking goddamn sure. Midichlorian music.
Yeah, shout out to our listeners, you know, trying to make it work these last days before Christmas, man, trying to piece shit together.
Yeah.
Last minute.
Don't let the stress get you, man. Don't let it get you. Don't let it fucking kill you. Don't let it consume you.
But, you know, I'm going to keep it upbeat tonight. My dad, rest in peace. He would bring this up till the day that he died about that one Christmas where, I mean, they went crazy. I guess, you know, my dad was a gambler and usually, you know, he'd win money, but then he'd lose it right away. But I guess he had a pretty big payoff on the night before fucking Christmas. So I think I was maybe 5 or 6 years old, but I mean, yo, like I got like the Star Wars AT-AT, the Kenner joint, like Millennium Falcon, just all types of Star Wars shit. Like I can't even remember all the shit. Like, but you know, it was dope. It was dope. You know,
yeah, it sounds familiar.
I never had a Christmas like that.
Yeah. It sounds very reminiscent of what I'm talking about. Exactly what I was talking about.
And it was before Transformers and everything. Like, you know, Star Wars was a dope shit.
Yeah, man, I had really good Star Wars fucking years too, and then it just dropped off. And then, like I was saying before, like it just dropped off, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's like boom, 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 you're getting this. Like Oprah came in the fucking building, you know. So I can relate, man. You know, I can relate. Like, oh, out of the blue, you're getting a full Star Wars line.
What I also had to hear. You know, I had to hear for the rest of my life about how he fell bringing in boxes and shit that they bought and how he fucked up his back for years. So I had to hear about that shit for years and years. Yeah. Like, fuck, come on.
And you are the reason why my back hurts now.
Yeah. I can't work anymore because of you and these fucking, the guilt, the fucking parent guilt, man. Fuck you. Oh, Jesus. Those shit that we dealt with. Holy shit.
That's cool. And then do you have one MIDI of a time where you really wanted to get something or thought you were getting something and didn't get it?
Well, there was something that I had sought after for years as a kid, and it's, you know, it was just hard for me to get, man. I could not find Storm Shadow. Like the first, you know, the white Cobra Ninja.
Yep, $297 on the card. $297.
Yeah. Well, nowadays you can find reissues no problem. But
no, I'm just saying. I remember back in the day the price was $297.
Oh, okay.
$2.97 on the card.
I hunted down that shit for years and years. I never did track one down, man. I tracked down a used one that I just like traded somebody at school for, but it was all scratched and fucked up. I didn't even want to open the box.
Well, it was
before, so that was one.
It was before it was collectible. It was back when we were having fun and enjoying it, man.
Fucking trading.
And then the other one was
great.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, go.
I just said I forgot about doing that. Just like trading guys, like on the schoolyard. Like maybe you had fucking two fucking dukes. And you could swerve him into a spirit, maybe, or something. You know what I mean? Like,
that's it.
I'll give you one quick kick.
Yeah,
we got some echo here.
So go on, Mitty. I'm sorry. So you couldn't find Storm Shadow.
Hold on, we're trying to find out where the echo is from.
Echo.
Looks like the echo from you, Nick?
I don't know. I don't hear it.
No, because you don't have headset on.
Oh.
All right, it balanced out. We're good. All right, continue, guys.
Good. So go on, Mitty.
Yeah, so the other one was a Bandai Voltron, the 80s Voltron. I wanted that shit so bad, but I just could not get the parents to pull the trigger on that. I dropped hints, but that was something that I never got, Till this day, I'll eventually have one just because, for nostalgic issues or whatever, but it's not a priority on my list. But yeah, man, that was something I wanted really bad as a kid and never got. But I did get the Yellow Lion in a trade on the schoolyard. Nice. The schoolyard, please believe.
I definitely have a Voltron story. But I will save it for another time. I don't want to fucking take up much more of this time about
come on, man.
The amazing woman that was my fucking mother. But it was another Christmas, and there was a department store called Alexander's in the Kings Plaza Mall on Flatbush Avenue in Brooklyn. Shout out to Flatbush, booyah, booyah. It was the big mall in Brooklyn, and Alexander's was kind of like a department store. It was like a Walmart, Macy's. Like if Macy's was the top chain, this was Walmart. You know what I mean? And they had the Husky section. I would get my clothes in the Husky section, but they had a run of, they only had 10 per store. The Lion Bot, the original Lion Bot that I have, that's back there behind me, and this is why it means so much to me. She went to the mall, got online. There was only 10, and she got one for me for that year for Christmas, and it was only
stood in line for it. That's awesome.
It was only $30. It was only $30, and Matchbox Voltron was going for $100. So this was $29.99. It's a bootleg KO of the Solar Kajoken, was a Chogokin line, whatever the fuck the original Go Lion one was.
Right.
Back in the 80s, there was fucking bootlegs everywhere, but a quality bootleg. and it had all the weapons and the missiles and all that bullshit. And she went there, waited on the line, and fucking got it for me. So that's why, after all these years, I paid for it. You can't see it; it's back there in the corner. But if you guys know, I went back and I got one because it just meant that much to me that she did that. You know. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hijack.
Don't hijack.
Oh man.
But that was another Christmas that was just fucking incredible for me because, you know, there was this one douchebag that was on the fucking block who had the Matchbox gun and he had the money and he was the fucking dude with all the fucking money and he's like, oh, look at me, I got the Matchbox Voltron. You know, I was the type of dude that had 3 Constructicons trying to fucking hook up with my friends so we could combine fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Who you got?
Yeah. Who you got? You hold them 1 week. Well, this weekend you got him. I'll get him this weekend. You know what I mean? And that's what we did. And this dude is like flying around town like douchebag. And then you know what? When I got Lionbot, the crazy thing about Lionbot, he had every weapon the Japanese version had that they couldn't release in America. So he had the missiles and the fucking missile launchers and the fucking swords and the fucking blades and the fucking thing. So I fucking came blazing through the fucking block, all the missiles and shit. Everybody's like, "Oh my god, he's got all this shit." He's like, the one dude's like, "Where'd you get that shit?" Fuck you, don't worry about that. It's about me now. It was like my moment, you know? My moment on the block, you know.
Get off my block.
Yep, yeah, fuck that dude, man. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hijack that, man.
So much like the toy question, Bo Walker.
Yo.
I need you to give me. You've got 6 hours.
We didn't get yours.
6 hours.
Wait a minute. Do I have to cue the music? What's going on?
For mine, I've talked about this on the show before. Where 1 year, all I really wanted was a Run DMC sweater. This Adidas one, and it's was like an 87 or something like that. And it's like other kids were like, yo, what, like, you want a fucking sweater for Christmas? You know how stupid that sounds?
No.
When you can ask for a G.I. Joe such and such and a such and such. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I want that. But I kind of really need this fucking sweater, guys. I really.
Yeah.
When all my friends are listening to fucking Motley Crue and, you know, shit like that, they just didn't really get it.
They didn't get it. They didn't get it. Nobody got it.
No, they didn't.
Now they get it. Yeah.
Now they get it.
Years later, they get it.
So that was cool. You know, then 1 year, the year I got the G.I. Joe base, that was a big, know, my parents were together until I was 9, and they were pretty good at Christmas time. Around, like, you know, kind of like Bo said, like I kind of got, you know, there was never really a Christmas, you know, that I didn't really get a lot of shit that I wanted. So I can't really complain, or I don't have any, like, you know what I mean? Like, I know I wanted that goddamn sweater, and I know at one point I wanted a Dinky Dino BMX bike that I never got. So I never got that BMX. Yep, I wanted a Dinky Dino, dude. I'll never forget.
I wanted the Mongoose. You know what I got? The Toys R Us version T Murray X20R. Go Google that. The T Murray X20R. That's what I got. It was basically a BMX bike, but it was just an off-brand. T Murray X20R. I'm gonna Google that.
You know, if it was the 80s, in the 80s, it was impossible to keep a bike. I don't care who you were. That shit lasts 3 days before it gets stolen.
Well, nobody
it didn't happen to all you guys.
Nobody in Brooklyn was
living in a small town.
Nobody in Brooklyn
you couldn't have ridden. You couldn't. I mean, what were you going to do in a town as small as Macon, man? You couldn't ride somebody's stolen bike. Everybody'd see you.
Just knew you.
They'd be like, "Hey, yo, homeboy's on Denny's bike, man. Hell no."
See where I'm at. See,
I couldn't have gotten away with that here.
The thieves weren't looking for the Team Murray X20R. They didn't give a fuck about it. I could leave it in front of the store. I could leave it in front of the house.
Blessing in disguise.
Didn't give a fuck about the Team Murray X20R. So shout out to the Team Murray X20R. It's in the fucking notes. I'm going to put it out on the fucking Instagram.
Yeah, I like it. Put that out. So, Bo, right now, Christmas Eve. You've got 6 hours. You've got 3 movies. Can only be Christmas themed. Which 3 movies are you bringing in the Christmas with?
So essentially, top 3 Christmas movies. Top 3 Christmas movies.
3, really?
Okay, top 5.
No. I would give it 1.
I can do 3. I can do 3. I think I can do 3.
Put the chokehold on, man. Put the fucking boot on neck.
All right, I can do 3 with caveats. All right, give me a couple of rule bendings. All right, so I'm gonna count Home Alone 1 and 2 as one entry. I want Home Alone 1 and 2. I want Home Alone 1 and 2.
1 and 2 right off the bat.
1 and 2. 1 and 2. Home Alone 1 and 2.
Jesus,
if I had to pick,
too many choices. Too many choices.
2. All right, if I have to pick, I'm going 2. But I really love them both. I really love them both.
Wait, the second one's when he's in New York?
Yeah, second one's New York, man.
You like that one better than the original?
I think I might, man.
Wow.
I might. I don't know.
He's from Macon.
I'm from Macon. There was something magical about the big city.
Oh,
the big city, the really big city.
I was once in the big city.
I'm not dust mites, man. I didn't know anything about New York until
shout out to the Team Murray X20R.
The Team Murray. I didn't know about the Team Murray. Okay, I didn't know about the Team Murray. I'm just a little kid living in Macon. All right. You've let me go first, so I feel like I'm in a position where unless people want to repeat movies,
I'm not getting it. I'm not getting them.
I can kind of steal some of the obvious choices here.
Well, it's your choices. It doesn't really matter. It's what are you popping in? What are you watching?
What am I watching? All right, so Home Alone. Obviously, I love the Home Alone franchise. I'll even, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I've seen the third. It wasn't great, but I watched it. And it's still a fun Christmas movie. I don't think it belongs. Anyways, all right. So 1 and 2, Home Alone. National Lampoon. I mean, I'm of course gonna watch National Lampoon. I mean, that's that. I feel like I haven't celebrated Christmas until I've seen National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That's definitely a part of it. And then, I mean, the other obvious one that I'm just gonna knock out. I mean, I feel like maybe I should look for more obscure entries. I feel like I have to watch A Christmas Story at some point.
No, Nate. Nate, you know? did you crowbar in what I hit you up with about these specials?
Yeah, it can be anything.
Yeah, what about your favorite? Yeah, it's not just about a movie. What about your favorite Xmas anything? Your specials, Rudolph, Year Without a Santa Claus.
That's a movie, if you ask me. I mean, you know what I mean? Like
the peanut. We all know you like the peanuts, but you know all the Christmas joints. All the Christmas joints. You know, it's not just about a movie. It's about all the Christmas specials. Fat Albert Christmas special.
Oh man.
But that to me, that's what I kind of considered a movie. Like the peanut special to me.
No.
I
was a half-hour joint, man. There's a difference between a movie and like your Christmas.
Yeah, I guess it's only a half hour. I guess you're right.
It's totally different, man. Because you know what? We watch movies as an adult. Those Christmas specials meant so much more to us.
Right.
You know, the Star Wars holiday special.
Oh, that's trash.
I remember watching it live. Do you guys? I'm older than you guys. I watched it live. I took a shower.
I didn't see it live. I didn't know about it until I was much older.
I was let down.
I took a bath and I was brought out, laid on the floor and watched this fucking movie. And I could feel the carpet on my knees. And I remember watching this. Is that crazy? I feel the carpet on my knees. No. I don't remember much more around that, but I remember watching it, and I remember the carpet, the feel of the carpet on my fucking knees.
And you sure that's what you were doing, man?
Did you like it?
Relax, Minnie. Relax. We're talking about child shit, man.
No, did you like the special?
Of course, I was fucking 6 years. When did it come out? 79. I was like 6 years old. I loved it. I loved it. Now, no, not so much. But back then, I fucking loved it. It was the perfect thing for a kid that was a Star Wars fan. It was perfect.
100%. No,
a lot of people hate on it. Yeah, because you know why? You're an adult looking at a child show.
Right.
It was a cash grab. They didn't know what they had. This is before the hype.
No doubt about it.
Star Wars wasn't here yet. I'm sorry. I'm listening to epic music in the background, and it's getting me amped up.
All right, so those are.
I gotta stop epic music.
Let me say all my choices were obvious. Those were like some of the biggest three most well-known Christmas movies of all time. For the other, I'll list one more. One of my most obscure favorite Christmas things to watch is Will Vinton's. I had to look it up to make sure I got the name of it right. Will Vinton's Claymation Christmas Special. And I don't know if any of y'all remember. It aired in '87 alongside a Garfield Christmas special. And it was basically like claymation dinosaurs hosting like this whole claymation series of Christmas carols where like they had Carol of the Bells. And so it was like claymation bells, like bonging themselves in the head with hammers.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen it? This doesn't ring any bells?
No.
Okay.
But I might have to Google it now. Or YouTube it.
You would recognize the claymation, like the animation style of it immediately, I feel like, as soon as you saw it. I feel like whoever styled the characters is the same person that did do you remember the Domino's Noid?
Yes.
Yeah.
What year? It's the same kind of claymation as the Noid. It's that same kind of like goofy caricature features and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's the same vein. So it has that nostalgic late '80s claymation feel to it.
Is my mic on? I'm asking you, what was the name again? I'm sorry.
Will Vinton.
Will Vinton. That's the name of the
Will Vinton. VINTONS. Will Vinton's Christmas Special. I'm sorry. Will Vinton's Claymation Christmas Celebration.
Will Vinton.
Will Vinton is the claymation artist. He's the animator, filmmaker.
Baller that he's got his name on that shit?
Yeah, dude. He put his name on that shit,
man. He's got a lot of fucking moxie, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's got a lot of moxie.
He did a lot of like California raisins
easy with the
shit.
big words, Dust. Easy with the big words.
Claymation Celebration. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. He did like he did a lot of the like California raisin shit. Claymation,
I think the guy was out of his league. Yeah, it definitely looks like that. I'm looking at pictures right now.
Yeah. You look at it and you'll see.
Yeah, everything's glossy and fucking. Yeah. It's not like Rankin and Bass where everything's like.
No.
I love
Rankin and Bass was like stop motion with like models. This was like claymation where it was like characters made out of like modeling clay.
Bo, I remember this.
Yeah. Right?
And it sucked.
I remember this.
And it sucked.
Because you know why? Because the guy's got his fucking name on it. Fuck you. Who the fuck?
Hey, this is the guy, Bo, that did that fucking amazing Tom Sawyer claymation where they're in the fucking hot air balloon and shit.
Mm-hmm. And what happened to that balloon?
The Mark Twain one?
It went down.
I remember that one.
You don't remember the Mark Twain one? Like where he's in a hot air balloon with Huck Finn and Tom Sawyer and they're telling the Mark Twain stories?
No.
Yeah, this is the guy.
I'm going to look this up immediately. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's called
Your Mama.
Will Vinton's Mark Twain Stories.
That one is
Celebration.
That's Will Vinton's Mark Twain Celebration.
Your Mama.
Hold on. Yeah, it's called The Adventures of Mark Twain, and it's from 1985.
Yeah. It got really very good. Quiet in here, man. Very
all right,
quiet.
Sorry. Okay.
You gotta keep
all right,
it
we're moving on to you, Dustin.
Yeah, move on from me, for God's sake.
Minnie, what's up, man? What's your favorite?
Mine? You going to me?
Yeah.
Me or Dust?
No, you.
Okay.
You.
Yeah. So
Fire
probably.
away.
So it could be movies that take place on Christmas,
here we
not
go.
just Christmas themed movies. I mean,
Whatever is Christmas
right?
to you,
So-
bud.
You got to remember.
Okay, so
All right, let's let the cat out of the bag. Mitty is anti-Christmas, right?
Oh, that cat's way out of the bag.
Yeah, we're gonna continue on with the bag.
at least I am this year.
So how
Put it
can
that
he
way.
have?
But anyway,
how can you like a
so-
Christmas? How could you like a Christmas movie if you're anti-Christmas?
His favorite
Maybe you
movie
like-
of all time is
I'm
Miracle
just
on
asking. You,
34th
how does
Street.
that happen?
All right, so
Maybe-
Trading Places.
Oh, that's a good
Oh
one.
God, that's nothing to do with Christmas.
It does
But
have
it
something to
takes
do with
place on
Christmas.
Christmas.
It has something to do
Yeah.
with Christmas.
I consider that a Christmas movie.
It's actually a great movie.
Yeah. Continue.
Yeah. So, all right, so the other one would be Rocky IV. 'Cause
No.
obviously it took
Not gonna give you
on
that.
Christmas.
No,
Nope.
I don't know
I'll
that.
give
Right,
you
yep.
Trading Places.
Drago.
I'm not gonna give you Rocky IV.
Why?
I'll give you Trading Places. I can't give you Rocky IV.
Why? Because Paulie
All
was
right.
walking around with a robot. There was a robot running around. Come
All
on,
right,
get
so
the
I
fuck
got
out
to
of
dig deep, man. I got to dig deep in the DVD collection here then. And it probably the porn entitled
All right,
The
we'll get your
Tits
answer.
Save Christmas.
We'll get your answer 4 weeks from now.
The Tits That Save Christmas.
The tits what? The tits what? He said tits. He said.
Yeah, he went into his porn collection and said the tits that save
he
Christmas.
said the teats. You know. Back in the day, there was you talking porn Christmas. There was a Little Christmas Tale. It was a midget born movie, man. It was,
Oh my god!
I did watch that back.
I did watch that.
Yeah, I did.
What
Little
about
Christmas Tale. Shout out that little elf that could.
what about Silent Night, Deadly Night?
Oh man,
Oh,
Silent Night
classic.
Deadly Night
A
was dope as fuck,
classic.
man. That was-
garbage day.
All right, for
Are
me,
you ready for this? Hold on, I'm gonna blow your mind. I'm
what
gonna
about
blow your
this
mind.
one? We're doing Nate's. All right, we're doing Nate's picks.
No, Silent Night, Deadly Night was the first movie my dad was a prop master on.
Are you serious?
Get the
Oh
fuck.
my god!
Don't.
Wow,
I
his name is in the credits.
Oh yeah, he's the prop master, Terry Haskell.
I know people that would blow their mind.
Oh yeah,
Fucking blow their mind. Dude, that's
Or
crazy.
Bo knows some people.
I've got a buddy that's made a
couple.
couple horror movies. He lives out in L.A. That and Silent Night, Deadly Night is certainly an inspiration in his work.
Dude, it was so good. It was so bad and so good. At the
Yeah,
same
yeah. Oh,
time. The cheese.
his
More cheese.
that scene where the kid goes down the slopes and he puts the axe out and lops his head off.
It's
That
perfect.
was like such a huge deal. And in the little city in Utah and Heber that we lived in, the news interviewed my dad in a fucking in like a coffee shop eating breakfast, just smoking a cigarette, eating fucking just a giant chicken fried steak for breakfast, and they were asking him about the violence of the movie. And my dad's like, "Yeah, I don't know. It's a movie to me. Job's a job." Fucking
He was a regular Joe, man. He was
Hell
that
yeah.
regular Joe.
Hell
That's awesome.
yes.
That's fucking
Oh,
awesome.
that is so cool.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking watch that movie this weekend. I'm looking for that
Damn.
fucking name, man. I'm like, oh yeah, there he is.
I'll see if I can find the. My dad used to have a VHS of that news clipping or of the news story, like recorded somewhere. I'll see if I can find it. But yeah, he that was one of the first movies that he did.
Oh, really awesome, man.
That
I
is
would love to
awesome.
fucking listen to what else he fucking worked on, man. That's great.
So I am very partial to the Grinch, but the cartoon Grinch.
Yeah, right.
I do not like the Jim Carrey one, and
No.
people love it.
I hate it.
Fuck that one.
It's not for me.
I don't like it at all.
Fuck all the Jim Carrey shit after In Living Color.
Yeah.
Damn. Whoa. All right. Hey, easy.
All right, so your Christmas movies and your Christmas specials. Let's just
Yeah, so I like the Grinch. I like the original.
yeah, the original joint.
the
That shit
original.
was evil as fuck, man. Evil as fuck.
Fantastic. It's they should have left it alone. Listen. I don't know. I'm partial Die Hard.
Yeah, come on, really? Are we really gonna push that Die Hard's a Christmas movie thing? Man?
I think Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Yeah, you know what, Nate? I'm gonna fucking say no. Flag on the field. We gotta do another one on that.
Hey, listen, Bruce Willis in the Bruce Willis.
It can be a Christmas movie if you wanted to, but.
I like, obviously, like Bo said, the National Lampoons, the Griswolds, whatever the fuck that one's called, Christmas Vacation or whatever. That's always a solid one. I did. You know what? The Muppets Christmas Carol.
That's a good one.
Love that movie. Yeah. Might be the best Muppet movie. I think.
Not saying much.
Yeah.
How about Follow That Bird?
God damn.
You know what? I'm going to tell you guys right now. Look, hey,
Follow That Bird.
Yo, check it out. I'm about to do a new remaster of that movie. Look at this. Follow this bird.
Oh my God.
This is where Dust Mites is giving these guys the finger and moving it left and right. Follow that bird. That's the remake. That's
I don't never even heard of Follow That Bird.
You never seen Follow That Bird?
Follow That Bird.
I just seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the Dust Mites redo.
Yeah,
that's as good as the original. You're probably You're probably fine. Let's just enjoy enjoy the remake for what it was.
Podcasting like you've never heard before.
Bad Santa is one of my newer favorite ones. I think Bad Santa's hilarious.
What about? Let me ask you guys this. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Nate.
No, of course.
Is this too much of a girly flick? But I really like Love Actually.
Actually, I've never seen it.
Oh, it is like the ultimate Christmas romantic comedy. If you're ever, let me tell you right now, if you're ever trying to pull some action on around Christmas,
this guy's fucking.
This is your movie. This is your movie right here. All right, cook a decent dinner, get you some red wine, throw on Love Actually.
And that's it. And you're in.
That's it.
By the way, Bo,
you're in.
Follow the
candle.
Follow this bird.
Candle. I don't know.
Follow this bird.
What about Reindeer Games?
Yeah, Reindeer Games is great. Hey, Dust, what would you like? All right, my favorite Christmas movie was.
What are yours, Dust?
No, please. For me, the all-time favorite would be Christmas Vacation. To me, man, I am not a Christmas Story guy. I always hated that movie. The one movie that always got it for me was Christmas Vacation, man. Is Rusty still in the Navy? It's just nonstop hit after hit after joke after joke. And I like the feel good fucking Christmas movies also, man. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But if you want to go specials, like when you were that kid and you just took a shower and you're in your pajamas and you're eating your little dessert or having a snack, and you're in front of your black and white TV, because I didn't have color TV back in the day. Sitting in front of your 13-inch color black and white TV, and you see that CBS special, dun 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 dun, things spiral out, dun 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 dun, and it said CBS special presentation, and you fucking hear that music kick in. To me, it was always the one thing that I remember is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh, yeah.
The Rankin and Bass claymation.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. There's plenty of Christmas fucking specials out there. But for one thing that always in my mind, once I fucking feel that, it was always that one. Always. Yeah. And I know it's getting a little fucking flack now. They're trying to ban it.
Yeah, no one's trying to ban it.
Santa Claus trying to ban it. No one's trying Santa Claus is a slave driver and fucking
no one
blipped in the coaches in body shaming. They're body shaming Rudolph and all that bullshit.
No one
to me, relax. To me,
baby.
It's a don't judge your book by the cover story. That's what I get from Rudolph. You get what I'm saying?
Totally.
Give the fucking dude a chance.
Yeah.
Relax.
The island
Relax.
of misfit toys, man. That's what it's all about.
You don't need to explain Rudolph to us, buddy.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
you know what?
We are the island of misfit
I'm
toys.
just saying, it was like basically, you know, the fucking little dude that wanted to fucking work on people's teeth. Whatever the fuck his name was. Joey fucking
Joey Toothmaker.
Joe Dentist. You know, and he got the one head elf like, what the fuck you doing over there? Fucking no, get over here and do this. You know, like relax, man. That's hey, I'm good. I grew up with that. I'm fine. I'm not trying to kill people. I'm good. Relax.
What's that kid's name?
Just leave Rudolph alone, man. Stop. But yeah, that would be like mine. Like, I love fucking Christmas Vacation. I decorated my tree this year while watching it. I decorate my tree every year while watching that. And there was plenty of Christmas specials that I do watch, but for some reason, that Rankin and Bass intro with the fucking
Hermie.
with the wind blowing and silver and gold and all that shit and Burl Ives, the Burl Ives shit, man. It just gives me goosebumps, man. So for me,
Yukon Cornelius,
yeah, Yukon Cornelius. For me, all that shit that brings out the Christmas in me. That's Dust Mites Christmas '79. You know what I'm saying? You know, for me, so that's for me.
I like it. With that said,
oh boy,
it's time for everybody's favorite part of the show.
The outros?
Megan.
I've talked to some people. And it's not their favorite part of the show.
You know what their favorite part of the show is? When you're not here.
Oh, of course.
Sorry.
It's time for everyone's favorite part of the show.
I didn't know we were doing this segment.
Making, faking, or breaking news. I'm going to read 4 news headlines. I'm going to tell the panel these headlines. The panel is going to let me know which story they would like to hear this evening. Then we will pass it off to Bo Walker with the Bo Walker walkthrough. Story number 1 comes to us from Russia, where a state-of-the-art robot is exposed as nothing but man in costume. Russia's state-of-the-art robot exposed as man in costume. Story number 2. Man rescued after being stuck in an abandoned restaurant's grease vent for 2 days.
Oh my God.
Man rescued after being stuck in an abandoned restaurant's grease vent.
Come back to this because I have a story.
2 days.
Sounds like
Story number 3. Enter the bull. Fighters mixing kung fu and bullfighting in China. Story number 3.
Uh-oh, Nate froze. And just like
China
that.
shit.
Just like that. No, you gotta rewind a little bit. You froze.
4.
No, you froze. You froze there.
Hold up.
Did I freeze?
You guys heard him, right?
Yeah.
He froze, right?
Am I back?
Yeah.
All right. Rewind story number 3.
Rewind, select that. Calm down.
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh.
Start.
Can you hear me now?
Start back. Yeah, you go back with story 3.
Freezing again. Okay.
Sir,
All right.
can you reiterate from story 3?
That's what we do here. We just keep it moving.
Story number 3. Fighters mixing kung fu and bullfighting in China. Story number 3. Fighters mixing kung fu and bullfighting in China. And story number 4.
Wow.
Whew. This
It's a good one. You need to take a break.
the headlines are good.
Hold on. Why don't you get a tissue and pat your brow? Pat your brow a little bit. You sweat.
The headline's a good one. I just don't know if the story will be good. But the headline is,
fuck it.
Man who sniffed his own smelly socks every day, hospitalized with lung infection.
Yeah.
Story number 4 is a man who sniffed his own smelly socks every day, hospitalized with lung infection. Story number 1 is the Russia robot exposed as man in costume. Story number 2 is man rescued after being stuck in an abandoned restaurant's grease. Story number 3, fighters mixing kung fu and bullfighting in China. And story number 4, man who sniffed smelly socks every day with lung. Where'd you like to go, sir?
I think my internet is like a symbiote now to attack Nate.
I know. It's just attached to his fucking legs. He's crawling up. He's got that midi net.
Did I go out again?
Yeah, you're roboting like a motherfucker. Just keep it rolling.
Okay.
We got
you. Mitty, which story would you like to hear, sir?
Wow, man, that is a hard one. I mean, I want to know what these people are doing kung fu wise to bulls. I mean, are they fighting these animals?
I heard they were kung fu fighting.
Yeah, because they wouldn't show that.
That bull was fast as lightning.
The bull was getting bullied. So yeah. No. I'm definitely going with the dude that was always sniffing his own socks and probably other people's feet and all this shit, because that's funny. It's funny to me. I want to know.
All right, Mitty is going with the sock smeller, dust mites.
I'm going with the dude in the fucking vent. What was it?
The grease vent.
Yeah. Because you know why? Back when I lived in the fucking projects, shout out to the Glenwood projects in Brooklyn, Flatbush, Brooklyn. Across the way, like I was fucking blessed enough to live in one of the buildings that were on the main avenue. So when you looked across the street, you saw your corner store. You saw your corner store. You saw your corner store. You saw your fucking pharmacy. You saw your chicken spot. You saw your Chinese spot. You saw this. And there was an Israeli, because we had a lot of Jewish people that lived in the project, Israeli fucking food spot. There was a dude that tried to fucking break into the restaurant. He broke through the vent on the top of the building and slid through. But what he didn't realize was that the vent got smaller as it got down to the hood. The hood, like you got your fucking flat top grill, you got your vent going up. It gets smaller. It got to the point where his fucking arms were fucking compacted on his chest, and he couldn't breathe, and he fucking suffocated. And the funny thing was, in the local paper, you should see the vent over the grill. Well, you see his fucking legs and the fucking shoes. Fucking
oh my god!
Apparently, he was screaming and yelling, and nobody could fucking hear him. But that's my fucking story. If this story is just as good as that, I'm voting for this story.
All right, Dust is going for the man stuck in the grease vent.
That's it.
Bo Walker, give us a walk.
I can relate.
Holy shit! Russia's got a man in a robot costume and is trying to play that off as like an actual robot. I got questions. I got a lot of questions. I got a lot of questions. A rescued man stuck in the grease vent. Stuck in the grease vent for 2 days.
2 days.
Yeah.
2 days in a grease
my
vent.
guy didn't last 2 days. My guy lasted
2 days. That's a long fucking time.
Hours.
A day is a long time. 2 days in a grease vent?
The dude in the projects?
That's a long fucking time. Stuck in a fucking grease vent.
I don't think.
I don't know. Do you come back from that? Is that something that you can come back from?
Can't come back from
Like,
that.
are you forever kind of broken a little bit?
It might be, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
There's a title on top of your head.
I had to go on a long road trip with some coworkers today, and actually bullfighting came up. Two of us very vehemently, morally opposed
Big
to
word.
bullfighting. Vehemently,
Big word.
vehemently opposed to the bullfighting. One of them, a bullfighting defender, which I was shocked. I was a little bit shocked. It's part of their history. It's part of their culture's history, you see. As if we don't have any skeletons in our culture's history. Not the owning or hanging of black people.
Oh, boy.
No,
Wow.
yeah.
Where are we going with this?
What? Okay, so yeah, no, but
That wasn't
wait. So here's my point. Here's my point is I think there's a distinction here that I want to request. I want to request a distinction.
The fuck?
The fighters, they're combining bullfighting and kung fu. Are they bullfighters or are they just fighters? Are they just people who are wanting to learn self-defense and fighting tactics, and they're taking elements from bullfighting and kung fu? Or are they bullfighters who are suddenly incorporating kung fu elements into their bullfighting?
There is only one way to know, sir, and that's if that story gets chosen, because I have no.
All right. Now that's
MBFA.
Well, I can't fault you for that answer. That makes sense.
Shout out to the MBFA.
Well, once again, I find myself with questions.
Yeah, we all do, man.
Number 4, the sock sniffer with his stanky, infected lungs.
Watch there be a twist, like he was busting nuts up in them socks, and then he was sniffing them.
I mean, I don't know. I can't remember if he said it explicitly, but the assumption is they were his socks, correct? They were his socks. They were his socks. It was his own socks. He wasn't stealing socks off the dead. They were his own socks. All right. Well, my vote in that, and I mean, I could vote for any one of these stories and be happy. I could feel good about a vote for any one of these stories. Nathan, you've done a fantastic job throwing these together. And I gotta say, this is one of the best faking or break-ins I've seen in a hot minute. And I know that I've got a vote for the man in the grease vent, and I know I got a vote for the man who was the snock sniffer.
I was once a man.
I was once a man.
Amen. I was once.
All right. Well, shit, man. It's a really tough decision here. Nathan?
Oh, I never vote.
Nathaniel. Huh? Hey, what?
Oh, you guys giving gang signs? What the fuck's going on here? Like,
And I never vote, so.
You never vote. You don't ever vote. I guess I was giving you a chance to vote.
maybe you should vote.
Did you want to vote? Did you want to vote?
I mean, here's what we can do.
Oh God!
It is the Christmas episode.
It is the
Bo,
Christmas. Are we?
Bo, you don't
are we
know where to
staring down
go?
a Christmas miracle?
Oh, just go when you want to go, man. Stop, relax. Go when you wanna go. Just go. Who cares? I'm not going to be offended. Mitty's not going to be offended. Just do what you got to do. Do your fucking job. Step up.
Do what you got to do. Step up. Step up.
Step on the monkey. And we got silence. That's
you got. Look, hey.
Podcasting.
It's a dramatic pause. It's not silence. It's a dramatic pause. It's a dramatic pause. It's used to great effect across many multimedia platforms. But in this case, we find it most effective when sorting through the news stories that we have to assess and And we have several. We have 4 of them, in fact, and they're all good. And that's.
Are we gonna keep?
all right. Fair enough. All right.
Get to the shopper.
I'm gonna vote for the. I really kind of want to know about the robot man in the costume. I mean, I know that might be a lame story, but I want to know about the man in the fucking costume.
All right, great. You know what?
Who the fuck puts a man in a costume? Is like, check out this robot technology we have. Robot.
Better slap the fusion
Check
cannon
the
on him.
robot.
So it took 25 minutes to do Robot. All right, good.
I'm gonna change
I
mine.
could've
Bro,
45
2019. We
minutes.
need to talk, bro.
I could have given you way more than 25 minutes.
Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, you ready?
All right.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, we're holding on here.
Well, flag here. I'm gonna start do the thing.
When you bring up Google.
Yeah, I'm just making sure it's my fucking thing's lagging. Can you hear me?
Just bring it up on your phone.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, we got you.
The Russian robot named Boris.
Boris in the house.
It's
Which was
Boris
promoted
Vladimir.
as a high-tech robot by state television, was revealed to be an actor.
Fucking
In a story rich with metaphors, a Russian-made dancing robot named Boris, which was trotted out as a high-tech advancement, has been unmasked as being just a man in a suit.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly what they did in the 60s when they said, "We're in orbit." You fucking douchebags.
While reporting on the technology forum in Yaroslav, which was Yaroslav,
You?
Yaroslav,
Yaroslav.
in Yaroslav,
Yeah, who gives a fuck about that place?
organized each year for the Future Intellectual Leaders of Russia. A state-owned television channel for 24 hours promoted the most modern android as a tech breakthrough that could walk, talk, and even dance.
He walks, and he pecks. Peck. Anybody remember?
But what they saw did not sit well with a number of Russian journalists who raised questions, not only believing it was even really a robot.
Robot.
One thing that stood out for many was the lack of external sensors on the quote-unquote robot, and the fact that it made unnecessary movements during dancing.
How was a robot supposed to dance? How do you watch a robot dance and be like, nope, that looks like a guy in a suit. That looks like a guy in a suit. Ain't no way that's a robot. Extra movements.
If you have a robot and he needs to dance, you need to do one thing. Hit the play button on the actual fucking. That's it. That's how you start it.
Boris.
That bass line.
Boris turned out to be a $3,700 robot costume that featured a microphone and a tablet-like display. On the website Showbots, the company behind the suit claims that its product gives you the near total illusion of that what stands before you is a robot.
So there's this guy in there.
Yeah, there was a guy in there.
It was like $3,700.
Yeah, while the Russians were
it sounds like that one night in Vegas for me.
Well, the
guy
Russians
in there was
It's like
37.
Daft Punk.
Nice.
Boris is also shown as saying in a robotic voice, I know mathematics well, but want to learn to draw. After that,
moose and squirrel.
it gives
The
the
fucking
crowd,
Apple Pencil.
it gives the crowd a little dance
Oh,
and a little shimmy. Yeah, so the Russians...
Now,
So the Russians basically were trying to con their people into thinking they had technology they don't have.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what happened.
Like the moon landing and the orbiting.
yes, it does.
We've got a dancing robot.
It's not
No,
a-
you don't.
Yeah.
No.
Shout out to that guy.
I mean, why is that so exciting, anyways?
Musket, moose, and squirrel. That's all.
We have a dancing robot. That ain't real dancing.
No,
I can tell that robot's a person in a suit.
That's a moose and a squirrel in a suit.
I also feel like $3,700 is kind of a cheap.
Yeah. That's pretty cheap. for
Right?
fucking that,
That's not that expensive if you're trying to convince an entire country, a
decoy.
nation. If you're going to try to convince a nation.
I think that's what they paid Kubrick to do the moon landing. It was 3,700, 42. I think it was 4,250 that they paid him for doing that. So, it's all good.
I don't buy any of that shit. We landed on the moon.
Get the fuck out of here, you fucking.
All right.
Yeah. Another episode.
Bo Walker, do you have a Southern second, sir?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Since this is our Christmas episode, let me say this real quick. I want to ask you guys: do you guys get Christmas cards? Do you guys get Christmas cards?
I haven't got any this year at all. But then again,
you don't send. Do you send
no,
Christmas
I
cards?
fucking hate my family and they hate me, so I got nothing.
Yeah, you ain't good. You ain't doing that shit.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
Kudos to you, Dust. Hats off. I'm not even fucking around. Hats off to you because every I forget about it every holiday season, and then all of a sudden I start getting these fucking Christmas cards where it looks like these people that I know that are normal, nice people, like went to a Banana Republic, spent all their money on brand new outfits, and then walked out into the woods and suddenly had a photographer show up and start taking pictures of them like they stumbled upon a picturesque tree stump. And I'm like, why is this shit that we're mailing to each other? Like, you know what it is? Here's the deal. It drives me crazy. It's modern day show and tell. You know what? Like, I can't bring my family and my expensive house and shit to class anymore. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to all get dressed up and we're going to stand out in front and we're going to take a picture of all of us. And I'm going to mail it to everyone I know. And I'm going to mail you a picture of how fucking good I'm doing so I can rub it in your face and be like, oh yeah, I don't have the toy that impresses you anymore, but now I've got the family in the house and the car and the fuck you LL Bean pullover. So fucking here's us on a Christmas card. Happy holidays. And
that's fucking great. Modern day show and tell.
It is. Yeah, when Christmas cards are a grown up show and tell, and I fucking am over that shit.
I ain't got nothing for that one, man. He got me on that one.
Yeah,
he beat me.
Listen,
It's all you, Bo.
Every time I get them in the mail, one of two things happens. Well, I either feel bad because now I don't have a Christmas
I don't have
card
that shit. Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know what the first thing I do is? I open it up and look for the check or the fucking gift card. There's no check or gift card. I don't give a fuck. Just throw right the fuck in the garbage, man. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's yes.
But that shit's huge down here, man. Yeah, we get a ton of them. Everybody does it.
I think I still have a
Everybody
box of
does
Christmas cards that I went. I think I still have a box of Christmas cards that I bought one day, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to send out Christmas cards this year. They're going to be generic, but I'm going to send them out. I still have those same Christmas cards sitting in a box somewhere.
Man.
You know what I'm saying, man? Them stamps cost money, man.
Yeah. And then I gotta call everybody for their address.
Yeah, right? Nah.
You know what? You remember back in the day when you used to go to yahoomail.com and send stupid fucking email fucking Christmas cards, and you could do the you remember that when you could put your heads on the fucking elves that throw snowballs at each other? You remember that animation? Yeah. You could put your friends and family and fucking crop their heads and put them on there, and the elves are throwing fucking snowballs at each other. Yeah, we can't.
I'm not gonna lie. I had a Jib Jab account about 10 years ago.
Jib Jab.
100%.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
I can see with the lyrics on the last song.
Yeah, that's mine.
All right.
That's my Southern second. Christmas cards. Bah, humbug.
Bah, fuck you. Mitty.
I got nothing.
There's no
Merry
mini-minute.
Christmas
This
to
is a
everybody.
Christmas episode.
No mini-minute.
You're anti-Christmas. You're anti-Christmas.
Trying to
And you
get
have
through the
nothing to be a
episode.
mini-minute. Relax. You hear me? This is the Christmas episode, and you have no anti-Christmas mini-minute?
I mean, I could relive another glorious Christmas memory I have that actually ties into
No, we were just
If
talking
you
about
guys
your
really want to
mini-minute
hear it.
about being anti-Christmas.
You guys kind of poked the bear, you know.
Now all of a sudden, you're Mr. Christmas.
Yeah, no, I'm not Mr. Christmas, man. There's a lot of bad memories. A lot of bad memories of Christmas. But yeah, I think I'm not gonna go there. You know, just everyone that's listening, big ups to you. Give a subscribe. Suck my dick from the back.
We haven't heard that one in a minute.
Yeah. Happy holidays from the back.
Happy holidays from the back. Happy holidays from the back.
Open that present
I
from
want
the
a
back.
Cobra-LA Records Christmas card.
Open up
Happy
your
holidays from the back.
Open up your presents.
By next year.
back.
We're doing that. We're doing that.
Unwrap your presents from the back.
Hey, but you know what I want to do, man? For real, I've seen like the memes and shit. I really want to hide everyone's presents and just put bows on everything in the house, like the sink. You know what I'm saying? Like everything.
Yeah, everything that they should.
Everything there is and shit.
Everything that they should be appreciated.
I really want to do that.
The toilet,
Yep,
the sink,
yep.
the
I wanna be that
microwave,
guy.
the oven.
Yeah. Right.
You, yourself, you know.
That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
That's
The
why.
floor, the ceiling.
Yo.
Do you have any of your segments that you'd like to discuss?
You want to rewind that one? Rewind. Yo, what's up, everybody? My name is
You're beef with
Dust Mites, Eddie Dust Mites in the Facebook groups, Dust Mites on Instagram. Hanging out with you motherfuckers on Mondays, double timing it. But, you know, Merry Christmas to you all. And I don't know. I think we're going to probably take a couple of weeks off. I mean,
yeah, I think we're going to take a couple of, I mean, listen.
Christmas Eve falls on a Monday, and so does New Year's. And I know how it is to get this fucking ramblers together to do fucking anything. And I can say, hey guys, we're gonna record an episode next week. It's never gonna fucking happen. Well, let's you know what? Let's do this. We'll take 2 weeks off, hiatus, a holiday hiatus, and if in fact we could fucking find some time to get together and just do 45 minutes or whatever for a fucking taped episode, we'll do it, and it'll be a surprise.
I could be down with that. Yeah,
Surprise. It'll be a fucking surprise. So fuck it.
yeah.
You know, and then we'll be back on the 7th, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Well, you know what? We won't be dropping it on the 7th. We record on Mondays, so we will be dropping on the 11th, but we're recording on the 7th. So, you know,
Yes.
Happy New Year. Rewind. Happy New Year.
New Year too.
Out to 22 years. Happy New Year to you motherfuckers out there.
And hey, when we come back, it'll be episode 40.
Oh, I'm glad you told me that now. Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Round number.
40. It's a good even number. It's a good important number. It's round.
It's starting to get great. It's an awkward place.
I'm almost 40.
Almost 40? You're not 40 yet?
Ditto.
Almost.
Man, you fucking young bucks.
I got another year and a half.
Yeah, I'm almost fucking 62. All right. Let's get on that outro.
All right. Everybody have a fucking amazing Christmas. Have a safe New Year's. Be on the lookout for a possible quick little bonus Eve episode that we drop here between now and the 11th. It's never going to happen, but it might.
You never know.
You never know. Nobody knew that the three wise men were showing up with frankincense and myrrh either, bro. But did it. They showed up.
They knew gold was showing up. They knew gold. They knew about gold.
I love you guys. My best present year round is you three fuckers. With that said,
shucks.
farewell and happy holidays
Ching, 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 ching.
from the Terror Drome. I hear that ring ding ling a ling a ding. Suck my dick from the back.
Lick my balls, lick my balls, lick my balls, you bitch. Lick my balls, you bitch. I didn't know we were going to turn into that session. Come on and eat my ass, you cunt. Lick my balls, lick my balls, lick my balls from the back. And eat my ass. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck.
Right,
fuck
I gotta
this
go to
guy
bed.
and fuck that guy and fuck
All right,
you.
well,
Yeah,
Fuck
later,
Bo
guys.
and fuck
I
this
love you
guy
guys.
and fuck that.
I'm sorry.
and-
I gotta be up early as fuck.
And fuck you, this guy, and fuck that guy, and fuck you.
Bye,
And
Bo.
stick it in the
Bye.
ass, and fuck you,
Later,
and
guys.
fuck you.
Good
Fuck-
night. I love you guys.
You gonna get something to eat?
I gotta get something to eat.
Nah, go fuck yourself. You fucking douchebag. that. Go lick my ass and lick my balls. Hey, I'm alone. My life story. Ba-da-da-da-da-da.